What's up, everybody? Guess what day it is? Cards Against Humanity Day. Day 5. One step closer to the end of this, which is kind of unfortunate because I actually enjoy, getting them every now and then. I got this yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. My days are kind of messed up. I work nights, so let me go ahead and get this opened up. Let's see what we got. This is also a much bigger envelope than the rest of them. Anyway, the other ones are usually like this size. A lot bigger. Alright. Cards Against Humanity Saves America Day 5. Boom. Dear citizen, would you rather be smart and sad or dumb and happy? Today we are launching a monthly public opinion poll called Cards Against Humanity's Pulse of the Nation. Each month we'll ask Americans the most interesting and important questions and analyze their responses using rigorous methodology. You funded this poll through the end of 2018, allowing us to continue asking questions like, do you support white nationalism? And do you think it's okay to pee in the shower? Enclosed are the most interesting and statistically significant results from our first 2 months of polling. We'll continue to publish the results every month at thepulseofthenation.com. Nate Silver, retire, bitch. I love you, Cards Against Humanity. P.S. At Cards Against Humanity, we are very smart and very sad. Alright. Interesting. The Pulse of the Nation. The poll. For the 5th day of Cards Against Humanity Saves America, we use your money to fund 1 year of monthly public opinion polls. We'll ask the American people about their social and political views, what they think of the president, and their PP habits. In fact, we secretly started polling 2 months ago. What a delightful surprise. To conduct our polls in a scientifically rigorous manner, we've partnered with Survey Sampling International, a professional research firm. Gareth! He's drinking out of the toilet. Anyway, a professional research firm to contact a nationally representative sample of the American public. For the first 2 polls, we interrupted people's dinners on both their cell phones and landlines, and a total of 2,000 adults didn't hang up immediately. We examined the data for statistically significant correlations, and boy did we find some stuff. Dumb and happy, we began our first poll with the classic dilemma. If you had to choose, would you rather be smart and sad or dumb and happy? Apparently 47% said smart and sad. Dumb and happy was 53%. This was the most divisive question in our survey. 10% of our respondents were so flummoxed? I don't know. That they refused to answer. Here's the political breakdown. Percent who'd rather be dumb and happy. Democrats 41%, Independents 56%, Republicans 64%. Do these results prove that Republicans are happy idiots? Science can never really prove anything, but fuck it. The answer is yes. Also of interest, people who prefer being smart and sad are more likely to accept the scientific consensus on climate change. So 48% of people believe it's real / caused by people. 57% say it's real but not caused by people. And 69% say not real at all. And those are the dumb and happy people. Robots. Next we asked whether they thought it was likely or unlikely that robots would take their jobs within the next decade. 20% said likely. 80% said unlikely. Turns out people are not really as worried as they should be about technological unemployment. Ethnic minorities are particularly worried about robots taking their job. White people are more worried about ethnic minorities taking their job. People who think robots will replace their jobs, 16% whites, 31% non-whites. Really? Really? You got Yoda and the camel? Impressive. People who've seen more than one Transformer movie are especially worried about robots taking their jobs. 17% have seen 0 to 1 Transformer movie. 26% 2 to 5. If a robot can transform into a car, then it can transform into a customer service representative. These are pretty funny. Oh, man. The pee-pee one. If it's okay to pee in the shower, which it is, it's not a big deal, folks. It all ends up in the same place. 43% said acceptable, 57% unacceptable. We couldn't believe that 50% of Americans hold these outdated, puritanical pee-pee beliefs. This is testing my vocabulary every time I read one of these. But then we looked at the age breakdown. Millennials say 50% are okay with peeing in the shower. Gen X says 43%, and the boomers are 37%. So the people that are... It says that we're in the midst of our intergenerational pee-pee revolution. Here's the race breakdown. Percent who are okay with peeing in the shower. 34% blacks, 43% whites, 49% for Latinos, and 55% Asians. Oh, man. The next one. Our dumb asshole president. Oh, man. No opinion poll would be complete without a reminder of our dumb asshole president's depressingly non-zero approval rating. 54% disapprove, 41% approve, and neither is 5%. What kind of person looks at the news and says things are going pretty well? The same kind of person who sees one Transformer movie and says, I'd like to see another Transformers movie. Approval of Trump and Transformer movies seen? For 0, it's 45% approval of Trump. For 1, it's 37% approval of Trump. 42% is 2 to 3. 48% 4 to 5. This one's pretty self-explanatory. People who'd rather be dumb and happy. 62% approves of Trump. 45% disapproves of Trump. Damn. These contain so much good information. My goodness. Civil War II. We asked people whether they thought it was likely that if there would be another civil war within the next decade. 67% said unlikely, 33% said likely. Fuck. We found that 1 in 3 Americans think a civil war is likely. Fuck. Percent who think a civil war is likely. Democrats are 43%, 33% are independents, and 26% Republicans. Interesting. But I guess we'll just have to find out. Let's see. I like moving y'all around. Notice I haven't actually done anything with the room. People who are worried about the Civil War are more likely to support Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as a candidate for president. 44% said they would vote for The Rock. 30% said they would not vote for The Rock. The other side, we asked people if they supported white nationalism. And only 9% of Republicans said yes, assuming very generously that they all understood the question. Remember, they're dumb and happy. Then we had everybody guess the percentage of Republicans who supported white nationalism. What percentage of Republicans do you think support white nationalism? 50% is the Democrats, 35% is the Independents, and 15% is the Republicans. And they actually was only 9%. Democrats and Independents overestimated it, and even the Republicans overestimated it. What percentage of Republicans do you think support white nationalism? Also with the Civil War. Civil War likely is 50%, Civil War unlikely 25%. Republicans' view of Democrats are not so accurate either, though 96% of Democrats say they love America. Republicans greatly underestimate this number. What percent of Democrats do you think would say they love America? 90% is Democrats, 80% Independents, 70% Republicans, even though 96% say that. Oh, joy. Why? Why am I reading this? Why? I mean, like, really? Why? 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 Anyway. Fun facts about racism. According to our Twitter feeds, calling white people racist is an important American pastime. Just how racist do you think white people are? Percent who think most white people are racist. Whites say 11%, Latinos say 24%, and blacks say 25%. Across demographics, most people One of these days, I'm going to get good at this shit. One day. Anyway, most people incorrectly believe that white people are not racist. Black and Latino people are twice as likely to correctly believe that white people are racist. Now the tricky bit. They asked Democrats how many people were racist. 21% only think that white people are racist. But they guessed that 40% of people were racist. Independents and Republicans were the same at 50%. Anyway, too long didn't read. Everyone overestimates how much Democrats hate white people. All this talk about white people makes us wonder, what do the black people think about all this? Turns out they're really worried about another civil war. 28% of whites think that a civil war is likely, 44% of Latinos think it's likely, and 56% of blacks think it's likely. Maybe we should believe the Americans who had the most at stake in the previous Civil War. One of my favorites so far of the poll questions. The power of the dark side. And finally, the simplest question of all, who would you rather have as president? Donald Trump or Darth Vader? I think Darth Vader would be kind of cool because at least we get a Death Star out of it. But, pretty good showing for a fictional supervillain. Way to go, Darth. 65% of Democrats, 43% of independents, and even 8% of Republicans prefer the Order of the Galactic Empire to the chaos of the Trump administration. And holy fuck, 71% of African Americans would prefer Darth Vader to Donald Trump. Whites are 29% for Darth Vader and 71% Donald Trump. Blacks are the exact opposite. 29% would prefer Donald Trump, 71% would prefer Darth Vader. Excuse me. Pretty impressive. The future. Your support of Cards Against Humanity Saves America is paying for an entire year of monthly opinion polls. We'll keep asking Americans about important issues of the day like income inequality, political polarization, and the whole Trump thing. You can find all the results so far, including the raw data, at thepulseofthenation.com. Link in the description. Are you a social scientist or academic who studies public opinion? Want to ask Americans something that no funding agency or internal review board would approve in a million years? Maybe we can help. Apply online at thepulseofthenation.com/replication-crisis to get your questions included in future polls. I'll also put a link in the description for that. It'd be pretty entertaining. All right. I really like these things. I think I'll email Cards Against Humanity. By the way, hang on, cards. I think I'm going to email them and suggest that they maybe look into doing something like a subscription box, if they don't already. I don't think they do. But I think it'd be kind of cool to do something similar to like how Loot Crate has stuff. They have those like Nickelodeon boxes, like the survival gear crates and stuff. And I'm sure they have like a million more. I think they even have like the beauty supply ones for women. I can't remember what they're called right now. Bamboo or something. I don't know. Anyway. Cards. Taking a minute to really unpack what Shakespeare is getting at in the scene. The significance of eyes in King Lear. Like I said, I don't really know what that is. I don't know if it's an actual thing. I know that like leering at people is, I don't know, staring them down. Anyway, speaking in iambic pentameter. Pentameter? I know that's like a rhyming mechanism in poetry or something. I don't know. I feel kind of like dumb and sad, not like dumb and happy. Maybe y'all can do some comments below and tell me what you think. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by blank. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in blank. Almost dropped that one. That sounds Shakespeare to me, but I can't place where it's from exactly. Cry havoc and let slip blank. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just dumb and sad and not smart and happy or dumb and happy or smart and sad, dumb and happy. Anyway, you know what I mean. I'll put those links down below. I will. Maybe I will put a comment out there way to do a monthly thing. I think even like if they just gave you like, I don't know, 10 cards, blank one, or 10 cards, maybe a couple blank ones and some black cards every month. I think it'd be cool. I'd pay like $10 a month for that. Not bad. Anyway, until next time, hopefully, I didn't get to see the mail today. Like I said, I work at the post office. So usually I'll get to run the machines and I'll get to see if the letters are coming that day. If one comes today, I'll be able to do a video because I'm not working my second job. But regardless, hopefully I'll have it before the end of the week, before Christmas. So I'll see you then. Bye.